It is the 27th of August 2025, and in case you've been living under a rock, that's the headline right now. Shooter fires on praying students through church windows. 2 are confirmed no longer alive. 17, I believe, were injured, or that may be the grand total. So it's either 17 or 19 is the grand total. I think it's 19 if I think it's 19. Let me head over to CNN for 1 second while we're in flight, and I can tell you, and I can double check for sure. No, I didn't want that. I went to the wrong spot. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I hit the wrong thing on my phone here. So let's take a look here while we're in flight. They say the shooter graduated from the school in 2017. Investigators are looking at a YouTube manifesto in search of a motive. No, it is 17 injured and 2 no longer alive. It is 19 grand total. So, tonight, I thought it would be wise to go and... double nope. Okay. So we're getting ready to head over to Hinterlands while, just to let you know where we're heading to. So I thought it would be a logical move, because after anything of this type, the first thing that said are thoughts and prayers. So I thought we should go back in time and take a look at thoughts and prayers through history. And the end date I chose, actually Wikipedia chose it for me, was the year 2000. Now there is another there is another half to this that were such incidents that was before 2000, and we're talking like a school shooting, which this was the case. This was a parochial school. The children were in morning prayer because it's a parochial or a church school, in this case a Catholic school. So my cutoff point for tonight is 3 total. Okay, 3. And that's between injured and no longer alive. Okay. Wikipedia goes a little further, and here are their exceptions. Okay, number 1, it's K-12 public and private schools, as well as colleges, universities, and on school buses. Okay, now included are non-fatal accidentals, which I would believe are like 1s. Okay, like 1 total. Excluded from this list are the following: incidents that occurred as a result of police actions. There used to be an old phrase for that. And then rejected suitors or estranged spouses, which is usually just 1 victim, and then that person ends their own. 3, if you decide to end your own. Okay, that would count if it's in a school building. 4 by school staff, where the only victims are other employees. That's covered under a separate workplace section with its own article. So we're going to start in the 2000s, and remember, my arbitrary limit was 3 total, and that includes no longer alive and with injured. Okay, so we go back to February the 2nd, 2001. The year 2000 was actually very few in the totals. It was just 1s and 2s. I think there may have been one that was a 0 where it was just stopped completely. But February 2nd, 2001, in Detroit, Michigan, at Osborne High School, 2 students and a teacher were grazed by gunfire after a student fired a gun in their classroom. You offered thoughts and prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? March 5th, 2001, in Santee, California, there were 15 total victims. I'm not going to name any names. There are names on some of these, okay? You can go over there and view it yourself if you want over at Wikipedia. This is Santana High School. A 15-year-old student shot 2 of them. They're no longer alive. There was a 14-year-old and a 17-year-old in total. He wounded 13 others. He was arrested, convicted of murder and attempted murder. He was sentenced to life with the chance of parole after serving 50 years. So 50 years from 2001 is like what? 2051. Let's just assume it was a very speedy trial. There we go. Sometimes the moving macro doesn't exactly work. I changed the macro from bear to dire bear, and I'll show you that in a minute. But there were 15 total victims, and the day was March 5th, 2001. You offered your thoughts and prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? I overshot the flight master because I was looking downward. No, I don't want chill wind. I want hinterlands. Come on. There we go. Sometimes that's hard to get. March 22nd, 2001 in El Cajon, California. 6 total. 18-year-old former student opened fire at Granite Hills High School, injuring 5 people before being shot and wounded by a police officer. He was convicted of assault and sentenced to prison, where the person in question ended their own in October 2001. You offered your thoughts and prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? January 16th, 2002 in Grundy, Virginia. 6 total. And by the way, I am going to do an additional one of these where I include all the 1s and 2s, but that's going to take like an Alterac Valley weekend. This was the Appalachian School of Law shooting. Recently dismissed graduate student, he was a 42-year-old, kills 3 people at the Appalachian School of Law, 42-year-old dean, 41-year-old professor, and a 33-year-old student. 3 other students were also wounded. In 2005, he received 3 life sentences and an additional 28 years without the possibility of parole. You offered your thoughts and prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 28th, 2002 in Tucson, Arizona. 4 total. The 2002 University of Arizona shooting. Failing nursing college student and a Gulf War veteran, a 40-year-old, killed 3 assistant professors of nursing at the University of Arizona. A 50-year-old, a 44-year-old, and a 45-year-old. They were all women. He finished by ending his own. You offered your thoughts, and you certainly offered your prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? December 13th, 2002, in Carson, Washington. I'm beginning to wonder what y'all are actually praying for. I mean, my heavens, you just keep continuing. 13-year-old Wind River Middle School student fired a rifle round into a classroom, wounding 2 students with broken glass. The shooter was then found. He apparently ended his own in a forest across from the school the following day, which made the 3rd person. Okay, so just letting you know. So we're going to be going here. We're just going to play around with the wolves. Hey. Oh, no. Oh, my moving macro has failed. What did I do wrong? No, I don't want to join your guild. Alright, where's Dire Bear? Where'd you go? Oh, uh-oh, I made 1 extra character. That's what happened. Alright, so let's fix that and I'll show off the Dire Bear macro. Now let's see if that worked. Yep. Yay! It did work. So it was December 13th, 2002. And that just happened at a school, at a university, at an adult learning, okay? And, oh, I gotta have my undo, don't I? Yep, my undo is the exact same as my do. So there we go. Ha ha ha. Okay. And as a direct result of that particular shooting, you offered your thoughts and you offered your prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 14th, 2003, the day before taxes were due in New Orleans, Louisiana. 4 grand total. John McDonough High School shooting. 18-year-old and a 17-year-old opened fire with an AK-47 and a handgun in the gymnasium of John McDonough High School. The victim was a 15-year-old. They also wounded 3 female students. One was sentenced to life imprisonment, and the other one was only sentenced to 15 years. I don't know why the other one was. Another day we might do that. We might dive into that one and just see what happened. Why did the other one only get, seem to get a lesser sentence, right? But in any event, after April 14th, 2003, it was, like I said, taxes were due the next day, and boy howdy. You guys offered in response to this one your thoughts and your prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? May 9th, 2003, Cleveland, Ohio. 4 was the grand total. 4. 2003 Case Western Reserve University shooting. That is a mouthful to say for the name. On May 9th, 2003, a 62-year-old business school alumnus of the place. Okay, so it was an alumni that did this. Killed a graduate student, wounded a professor, and another student was wounded using a semi-automatic rifle. He held the building and its nearly 100 occupants hostage for 7 hours and exchanged fire with police and SWAT officers several times during the incident before being wounded and apprehended by a SWAT team. He was sentenced to life in prison. Now, I'm sure that many people here offered up their thoughts afterward. I was just wonderful thoughts and their prayers. Again, I have no idea what y'all are praying for. I mean, my goodness, somehow this doesn't seem to be working. But you did offer as a response at that shooting your thoughts and your prayers. Why do I keep doing that? Alright, but you did that. Didn't win it with that one, did we? May 7th, 2004, Randallstown, Maryland. 4 total. 2 students were charged with a school shooting that arose from a dispute after a basketball game at Randallstown High School. 4 persons were injured, 2 seriously. 1 student was paralyzed from the waist down. And, one would think by now that at some point enough would have to be enough. But we offered up many thoughts and many prayers. Oh, I'm sure the prayers went up like wildfire, right? Didn't win with that one, did we? March 21st, 2020. 2005, not 2025. Woo, I'm adding 20 years here. We're not even in the 2010s yet. 2005, Red Lake, Minnesota, 17 total. Red Lake shooting. 16-year-old student, again, name withheld, they mention names, killed his grandfather and grandfather's companion at their home. So this began at home, where he had been living at the Red Lake Indian Reservation. He then drove to Red Lake Senior High School. Armed with his grandfather's police weapons, he killed 5 students, 1 teacher, and 1 security guard, wounding 7 others before entering a gunfight with police officers that resulted in him ending his own. After such a brutal one, many thoughts were offered. Many, possibly just tons and tons and tons of prayers were offered. Didn't win it with that one, did we? July 18th, 2005, Newark, New Jersey. The total was 3. After breaking up a fight between a group of youths at Wequahic High School, and I hope I said that correctly, Special Officer was shot and killed, and his partner wounded in the hand by 2 men who pulled up alongside him in a car. Despite being wounded, Reeves's partner was able to return fire and hit one of the suspects in the stomach. The gunman was convicted of manslaughter and in 2007 was sentenced to 30 years in prison and was paroled in 2019. So let that sink in for a minute. Okay? I'm certain, it appears the thoughts and the prayers maybe were for that gunman. I don't know, to get better. I don't know. Why don't you leave a comment? What are you praying about when you offer your thoughts and your prayers? And how do you follow it up? Because you do realize there has to be a follow-up to that, right? God just doesn't do it. No. He's more like he's not a giver-over. He's more like a facilitator. Okay, now. Wait a minute, I just lost my place here. And... oh, there it is. He was paroled in 2019. Okay, so... after such a heinous thing, like I said, you've offered your thoughts. You've offered your prayers. Oh, please, heaven help us. Didn't win it with that one, did we? November 8th, 2005. In Jacksboro, Tennessee, 3 total. 2005 Campbell County High School shooting. Inside the Campbell County High School office, a 15-year-old shot the school's then principal. He shot assistant principals, plural, 2 of them. One of them later died from the wound. The shooter was sentenced to 45 years in prison with a chance of parole after 29 years. Many thoughts and many prayers were certainly offered after that. I can't imagine the amount of prayeritude that went in to this one. Absolutely, because so much has happened. So much has happened. So I can't imagine the amount of prayers going up. Didn't win it with that one, did we? August 24th, 2006. Essex Junction, Vermont. 5 total. A 26-year-old shot his girlfriend's mother, 57, at her home. And from there, apparently that wasn't good enough. He went to Essex Elementary School where his girlfriend worked. And what makes this different, because remember what they said, if it was just the two, but we're already way past that point. We're already way past that point of no return. After he arrived at the elementary school, which thank goodness was not in session, he shot and killed another one, 56, shot a 52 non-fatally. Their ages, by the way. He left the school and allegedly shot a 26-year-old non-fatally. He then turned the gun on himself, but he did not pass away as a result. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole in 2008. Wow, this one's just parrying everything, isn't it? Hang on a minute. I'm hoping nobody's in massive chat right now because I keep thinking something else drops. There we go. No. But man, after that one, holy cow, when was that again? August 24th. We are hoping, we are thoughting with all thought and praying with all pray. Didn't win it with that one, did we? Only 6 days later, August 30th, 2006, in Hillsborough, North Carolina. 3 total. After fatally shooting his father, 18-year-old, drove the family minivan to his former high school and opened fire, where he wounded 2 students. He was reportedly obsessed with the Columbine High School massacre and had written an email to the current Columbine High School principal before committing the crime. He was sentenced to life without parole. It was August the 30th. Man, only 6 days? Man, I can't believe that. I mean, the amount of thoughting and praying just to keep 6 days. I knew that would happen. Get over here. I'm just going to switch over now and get you. But didn't win it with that one, did we? Only 3 days later, September 2nd, 2006, in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. 3 total victims. 49-year-old ended his own and his 2 sons during a visit to the campus of Shepherd University. I mean, a horrid tragedy. Horrid. I'm sure, being in a part of the Bible Belt there, that many thoughts and many prayers were being offered during this time. And give me just a minute here. I need to drink water. Thank you for that little break. Unlike other people, I go without the cuts, okay? I go without the cuts, and I go without the stupid baby noise. I hate the stupid baby noise to death. Ugh, I don't like it. But didn't win it with that one, did we? Whoops. Surprise, there's a wolf. September 17, 2006, Pittsburgh, PA. 5 victims. 5 Duquesne University basketball players were shot early Sunday morning during an apparent act of random violence on campus, leaving 3 hospitalized. 2 of them were in critical condition. Apparently they survived because I believe there were injuries, not... Okay, but in any event, man, not even, going for the basketball team Are you are you not even the star athlete is immune. But I know. So we continue on with these wolves. It's like thoughts and prayers are failing. Absolutely failing. But we offered our thoughts and we offered those prayers again. Boy, howdy, did we ever offer thoughts and prayers and didn't win it with that one, did we? October 2nd, 2026, Nickel Mines, Pennsylvania, 11 total. West Nickel Mines school shooting. 32-year-old milk truck driver killed 5 Amish girls and wounded 5 others before ending his own. In an Amish school in the hamlet of Nickel Mines in Bart Township in Lancaster County, PA. Amish children. Let that sink in a minute. Amish children. I mean, good heavens. I know, I'm ignoring the game right now because I'm trying to find the next one and its date. My heavens. My heavens, it's a long one. Here we go. So, but I mean, Amish kids are not immune from all this effect. So, I mean, with that type of community, I know you all come... I mean, they would come together. They really would. I'm not going to poke at them. I'm not going to poke at them, okay? But the rest of the country certainly offered not actions, but thoughts and prayers. Actions are just too much, I guess. We need to give thoughts and prayers and just hopefully this time it works. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 16th, 2007, Blacksburg, Virginia, 56 total. Here's why it's long. The Virginia Tech shooting. A 23-year-old student armed with 2 pistols, a Glock 19, and a Walter P.22 killed 32 students and faculty members at Virginia Tech and wounded another 17. There we go. Another 17 students and faculty members in 2 separate attacks before ending his own. The first attack was on the 2nd floor of West Ambler Johnston Hall, where he shot a young girl and another student. Why on earth did you shift out, you silly head? And another student who came to help. Okay? He then changed his clothes, recorded multiple videos, stating that he, quote, had to do it for his brothers and sisters, quote, and made several pictures of himself with hammers, large knives, and guns. He then chained the doors of Norris Hall shut and shot and killed 30 more students and staff. Oh, I can't get a charge in. Oh, well. I'm just going to pull it. 6 more students were also wounded from non-gunshot injuries as they jumped out of the windows to flee the shooter. He was described as extremely quiet and lonely. During the rampage, he wore a black t-shirt, a russet vest, a backwards baseball cap. The detail is outrageous compared to the others. Black cargo pants, black boots, and grip gloves. The incident is the 3rd deadliest mass shooting by a lone gunman after the Orlando nightclub shooting. Man, that thing's taking forever today. And the 2017 Las Vegas shooting, and the deadliest school shooting in modern U.S. history. Now, This one doesn't have anything but a link, so it's just, I mean, it's still that you didn't win. Sorry, didn't win it with that one, did we? It was in Newark, New Jersey on August 4th, 2007. It's got 4 total. And the only thing here is the thing here, shooting 4 college friends baffles Newark. And there's not much else there. Okay, and I will follow the link another day when we do the extended version rather than the one we're doing right now. Okay, this one's kind of the more abbreviated version. But after that one, where I'm still trying to figure out some detail. Goodness, actions, certainly not. We offered our thoughts. Oh, we offered some thoughts, and we offered prayers on top of prayers on top of prayers. We prayed that it wouldn't happen again, or at least if it did, that it wouldn't happen to our kids, so that, you know, it wouldn't affect us personally, but it would affect other people, which we don't care about because, you know, they're not me. And that's literally how some of y'all do it, okay? That's wrong, by the way. That is absolutely, utterly wrong way to pray. But didn't win it with that one, did we? October 10th, 2007, we returned to Cleveland with 6 grand total. Yes. Some of these get more than one entry. At Success Tech Alternative High School in downtown Cleveland, a 14-year-old student shot 2 students and 2 teachers in the halls and classrooms on the 4th floor of the building. They then moved into another room on the same floor where they ended their own. So, man, Cleveland's already had a couple of these, and that's not even counting the ones in the 2s. Again, that's going to take an Alterac Valley weekend to do that one, okay? So brace for impact. That's a-coming. But you would hope and hope and hope that this would finally end. Maybe, just maybe, sanity would win. Right? And one would think, but I mean, you know, offering up those thoughts and those prayers are apparently just essential to achieving that goal, right? Didn't win it with that one, did we? I'm getting a drink of water. Hold on. We're still in 2008. February 8th, 2008, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, grand total 3. A 23-year-old nursing student at Louisiana Technical College killed 2 classmates and herself in a second-floor classroom. It just keeps going and going. At the second-floor classroom. Now, at some point, at some point, this has to come to an enough is enough moment, right? I mean, certainly, offering up our thoughts and prayers are going to be essential in order to get the final problem solved, and, you know, getting that final ultimate problem of why these keep happening solved, right? So we offered up our thoughts and we offered up our prayers, and didn't win it with that one, did we? February 14th, 2028, DeKalb, Illinois, 27 total, Northern Illinois University shooting. 27-year-old shot multiple people with a shotgun in a classroom of Northern Illinois University, killing 5 and injuring 21. 17 of them... Oh, I lost my spot. 17 of them by gunfire before ending his own. The guy in question was not even enrolled at the university, but had attended in the years prior to the attack. So that one was just plain brutal, a whole lot. I mean, many I'm pretty sure that offering up our thoughts and prayers at this point is going to be essential to finding a solution to all of these school shootings. Doesn't that make sense that just offering up your thoughts and your prayers are just going to be enough to solve that gigantic problem and keep children safe? Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 16, 2008, Detroit, Michigan, 4 total. 16-year-old was killed and 3 other teenagers were seriously wounded during a drive-by shooting near Henry Ford High School soon after classes let out. 3 teenagers were arrested and charged in connection with the shooting. The shooter was a 15-year-old, was sentenced to life without parole, and a second one was sentenced to 42 years. Wow. And when was that again? October 16th. Whew. Man, I certainly hope and pray that another one of these doesn't happen 10 days later. Oh, my prayers are going up, and didn't win it with that one, did we? 10 days later, on October 26, 2008, Conway, Arkansas. 3 total, so it crosses my threshold to be done tonight on this one. 2008 University of Central Arkansas shooting. 4 young men fatally shot 2 students, 18-year-old and a 19-year-old, and wounded a 19-year-old campus visitor in the leg outside the Arkansas Hall dormitory of University of Central Arkansas. So, another terrible thing happening at a college. If they have a chapel, I know some colleges do have a chapel. The one where I went did. They called it the Interfaith Chapel, and they really did do all religions welcome and all of that, and it was kind of proud. But anyway, so after that, after a college one, we're hoping against hope and thinking against thoughts and praying against even our own prayers that another one of these school shootings doesn't happen after 2008. Didn't win it with that one, did we? January 9th, 2009, Chicago, Illinois. After attendees were leaving a basketball game at Dunbar High School. Yay. A truck pulled over and someone inside fired shots at the crowd. Yeah, I'm going to pull you like that. Come here. They wounded 5 people, 3 critically. An 18-year-old was arrested and charged a week later with 5 counts of felony aggravated battery with a firearm. Police believe the attack was gang-related. That was what, January 9th. Happy New Year 2009, right? Let's hope and pray and keep in our thoughts that another one of these incidents does not happen in 2009. Didn't win it with that one, did we? January 20th, 2009, Mount Morris Township, Michigan, 4 total. 4 people, ranging in age from 16 to 20 years old, were shot and injured in the parking lot of Beecher High School after a basketball game. Apparently basketball games seem to be pretty brutal here. That's more than one. My goodness, maybe we need to ban basketball. That must be the solution to this. Man, let's turn our collective thoughts and our collective prayers to banning basketball. And maybe that will stop any and all of these school shootings. Didn't win it with that one, did we? February 17th, 2009, Detroit, Michigan, 3 total. At Central High School, a 17-year-old male shot a 19-year-old male who shot a nearby 18-year-old after the teenagers had been involved in a fight. That must have been one huge fight. Man, that was back on when? February 17th, almost right after Valentine's Day. I'm thinking, I'm praying, oh, I'm thinking, I'm praying, and I'm thinking, and I'm praying, and didn't win it with that one, did we? April 26, 2009, Hampton, Virginia, 3 total. 18-year-old, a former student of Hampton University, followed 43-year-old pizza delivery man into his former dormitory. Armed with 3 guns, May wounded the delivery man, then the dorm monitor. Lastly, the person in question tried to end their own, but he survived and was convicted of 2 charges of malicious wounding, 2 counts of using a gun in a felony, burglary, and shooting in an occupied building. He was sentenced to 14 years of prison in November 2009, I kid you not, and was ordered by a judge to pay more than $62,000 in restitution to his victims for lost wages. So let's just keep on hoping, keep on praying. Didn't win it with that one, did we? June 16th, 2009, in San Francisco, California. The total was 3. After students were being let out of International Studies Academy on the first day of summer school classes, a man left a car and opened fire. How nice. Wounding 3 people, including a 17-year-old female student. An 18-year-old man was arrested for being an accessory to the crime. Now, we have finally made it into the 2010s. You know, that's got to be that's got to be a great decade without any degree of a school shooting or anything like that. I'm sure the 2010s will be clear, and didn't win it with that one, did we? February 12th, 2010, Huntsville, Alabama, 6 total. This is the 2010 University of Alabama in Huntsville shooting. During a biology department meeting with approximately 12 people in attendance, 44-year-old professor of biology stood up and opened fire. After killing 3 and wounding 3 others, they were pushed out of the meeting room by the survivors after her gun ran out of ammo. After being arrested without incident by the police outside the science building, she denied that the shooting even happened. Now, and here's some history. Oh my goodness. In 1986, this same one shot and killed her brother in Braintree, Massachusetts in an incident ruled an accident. In 1993, her and her husband were questioned after a pipe bomb threat incident toward her lab supervisor. So man, that one had a huge history of violence, and a lot of quote unquote accidents. But we entered the 2010s and it just continues. Didn't win it with that one, did we? That was a preemptive. Because I didn't say you offered your thoughts and prayers, but I'm sure you did, and I'm sure you prayed to something, I don't know. Maybe you prayed that the next one would end like this one and the gun simply runs out of ammunition. I don't know. But didn't win it. Didn't win it this time. January 5th, 2011, Omaha, Nebraska, 4 total. At Millard South High School, 17-year-old student killed the assistant principal and wounded the principal before opening fire at police in the front office area, causing the school nurse to be wounded by gunshot debris. He then drove to a parking lot and ended his own as police cornered him. Now, there's one with the same name as an Olympian. Holy cow. Now, but after that, we're hoping and we're praying. At the very least, we hope it doesn't come to the south. Didn't win it with that one, did we? March 31st, 2011, Houston, Texas. 6 total. Multiple gunmen opened fire during a powder puff football game. Sports again. At Worthing High School. We're going to have to ban sports, apparently. That's what it's taking. Why on earth are you resisting? Because you're level 42. Oh, we need to heal. I know, as I get better, it's going to be easier. One man, an 18-year-old former student, passed away. 5 other people were injured. Man, I just hope, and I'm hoping again. I'm hoping and praying. Please don't let another one of them happen. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 19th, 2011, in Houston, Texas, again. Maybe do we need to ban Houston? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we need to ban you. A 6-year-old. Let this sink in. A 6-year-old boy took a semi-automatic pistol. Oh, no wonder. I don't have thorns. I don't have anything up. I need to rebuff. In his backpack to Ross Elementary. Later that morning, as he and more than 40 other kindergartners were having lunch, kindergartners in a crowded cafeteria, the boy accidentally fired the gun as he was showing it off to friends. How did the child get it in the first place? Let's ask the obvious question, and let's go on. The boy, as well as another 6-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl, were injured. Houston police say the gun belonged to a friend of the boy's family. A 6-year-old boy with a gun. Let that settle in for a moment and ask how on earth, because this is not the only 6 or 7 or 8-year-old kid that got the gun and brought it to school. No. There's a whole lot before that, but they were just 1s and 2s for the total. And like I said, my cutoff point so that I wouldn't drive myself batty was 3. Because there's a whole lot of these. I mean, this is really, really, really morbid to keep going through and scrolling past 1s and 2s because it simply didn't meet my arbitrary point. And that's why I told myself I'm going to have to do one where I do the entire list. That's the exact reason why. Is because it needs said. You offered your thoughts, you offered your prayers. I'm sure you did. I'm so proud of you for offering that. No actions, just your thoughts and your prayers. I'm sure baby Jesus is very proud of you right now. But didn't win it with that one, did we? May 10th, 2011, San Jose, California. 3 total. A man shot and killed 2 San Jose State University students in a campus parking garage, including his estranged wife. Then he ended his own. A lot of these tend to end with them ending their own. You can begin to sense that pattern, right? And again, I'm scrolling past a whole lot of these 1s and 2s for something more than a 2. And I know during that time you've been offering your thoughts and you've been offering those prayers. I mean, you've been praying and praying to not have one that involved more than 2 people. And didn't win it with that one, did we? February 27th, 2012. Happy 2012. The Mayan apocalypse year. In Chardon, Ohio, 6 total. 2012 Chardon High School shooting. 17-year-old took a semi-automatic handgun and a knife to Chardon High School, where he fired 10 shots at a group of students sitting in the cafeteria. He killed 3 boys and wounded 3 other students. One 16-year-old died immediately. 2 others died the following day. He was arrested early the next morning while standing near his car. He was charged as an adult with murder, attempted murder, and firearms offenses. In March 2013, he was convicted and sentenced to 3 life sentences without the possibility of parole. Without the possibility of parole. And I'm not saying that if we ban, even if we repeal the Second Amendment, that this is going to end. No, because it wouldn't exactly end with that. But at what point is enough enough? At what point are thoughts and prayers no longer really thoughts and prayers? It's almost like you're just, it's almost like you're not even trying, but you're merely offering the simplest of platitudes in order to say you were helping. But yes, you offered thoughts and prayers after that one too. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 2nd, 2012, Oakland, California, 10 total. Man, California had a few in a row. A few in a few years here. Let me put it that way. The 2012 Oikos University shooting, a 43-year-old was accused of shooting 7 students, and they're no longer alive, with a handgun, and wounding 3 others at Oikos University, a Christian college. You're going to see over time that the trend has been going to the private schools instead of the public schools, because the public schools, you invested their resources into that type of school protection and school safety. A lot of schools have what we call them pro officers, PRO, the police resource officer. I just didn't want to pull the other wolf. He fled the scene, stealing the victim's car, and was apprehended hours later nearby. He was charged with 7 counts of murder. In January of 2013, he was determined to be mentally unfit for trial and committed for treatment. So, I'm hoping again. Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. Oh, we need more thoughts and more prayers. Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 31st, 2012. Happy Halloween! In Los Angeles, California, 4 total, at a Halloween party on the University of Southern California campus. Halloween is not safe, apparently. An argument escalated, and a 20-year-old used a handgun to shoot a rival gang member 7 times, critically wounding him. He wounded 3 other people. None were students at USC, but because it happened on the campus, it counts. They were hospitalized with less serious injuries. He was arrested just minutes after the shooting, which took place outside USC's Grand Ballroom at around 11:30 p.m. In April 2014, he was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. My goodness, my thoughts are there. and my prayers are there. Man, I'm hoping it's not in elementary school next time. Didn't win it with that one, did we? December 14th, 2012, right before the Mayan apocalypse, in Newtown, Connecticut. 30 total. The Sandy Hook Elementary shooting. 20-year-old killed, and I'm not glorifying names. Sorry about your luck there if you wanted to hear their name. Killed 26 people and himself. He first killed his mother at their shared home before taking 4 of her guns and driving to the school, where he killed 21st grade children aged 6 and 7, 6-year-olds and 7-year-olds, along with 6 adults, including 4 teachers, the principal, and the school psychologist. 2 other persons were injured. He then killed himself as he then ended his own life as police arrived at the school. That's the one that Alex Jones said was fake. And you're an idiot if you believe that. I'm sorry, but you are. You are just plain stupid if you believe that Sandy Hook was a hoax. It's ridiculous of you. It's ridiculous of you. Man, but I hope another one doesn't happen at or around Kentucky. But didn't win it with that one, did we? Our thoughts and our prayers were dashed yet again in Hazard, Kentucky, as 3 is the total. 2 people were killed and a 3rd person was wounded at the parking lot of Hazard Community and Technical College in Hazard, Kentucky, obviously. The 3rd victim, a 12-year-old, died from her wounds the next day. A 21-year-old was arrested and charged with 3 counts of murder. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole in 2014. I'm starting to think I should have started this at 4, because I'm nowhere near the current year and I'm still going. But where our thoughts are with you, our prayers are with them. We hope, I'm sorry I banged the mic. We hope and we pray and we think and we pray and we pray and we pray and we pray and didn't win with that one, did we? January 22nd, 2013, Houston, Texas, 3 total. Lone Star College, North Harris shooting. Outside Lone Star College, North Harris, 2 men got into an argument. Wow, that's another argument. Maybe we just need to ban arguing. One wounded the other. He also wounded a maintenance man and accidentally shot himself in the leg. So that makes 3. The shooter fled into the woods, obviously bleeding everywhere because he shot himself in the leg, and was arrested hours later. The charges against the initial suspect were dropped, and another man was arrested. Oh dear heavens. Come on, you silly thing. Now, see, what was this one? That's the next one. Okay. But but I'm hoping we need to survive the Mayan apocalypse without another shooting, and we're hoping, we're praying, we've survived the Mayan apocalypse. We're into 2013, and we're praying that didn't win it with that one, did we? It's June 7th, 2013 in Santa Monica, California. California gets another one with a total of 10. This is the 2013 Santa Monica shootings. 23-year-old began a killing spree in his home after killing 55-year-old father and 25-year-old brother. He set the house ablaze. Dressed all in black and wielding an AR-15 type semi-automatic rifle, he carjacked a 41-year-old, shooting a 50-year-old as she attempted to intervene. It just keeps going, before forcing her to drive to Santa Monica College. Upon arriving on the college campus, he began shooting at passing vehicles, including a police car and a city bus, leaving leaving 3 people with minor injuries. He next targeted a Ford Explorer, killing the driver, a 68-year-old campus groundskeeper, and fatally wounding the passenger, a 26-year-old daughter, a student at the college who died 2 days later. A 68-year-old who was collecting cans outside the library passed away after being shot in the abdomen and chest. He opened fire on students who were trying to run away. It ended at the college library, where he opened fire on students studying for finals before being fatally wounded in an exchange of gunfire with responding police officers. Which I know I'm playing badly only because I'm having to read all at the same time today. Yeah, blame that. That's right, I am blaming that today. There's some zeros. We're still in 2013. Okay? Are you praying? Did you pray after that one too? Did you give him your thoughts? Did you give him your prayers? I hate to tell you this, but didn't win it with that one, did we? August 23rd, 2013 in Sardis, Mississippi, 3 total. I may have to start upping the total at this point just to get through the list, okay? 15-year-old student was killed during a football game, banned sports, at North Panola High School in what was termed a gang-related shooting. 2 others were injured in the shooting. 3 men were charged as being responsible for the crime. It just keeps going and going. And I said, well, I'm going to have to maybe up it to 4 now to be the bare minimum now so that we can get through all of this. Trying to get my way back to Wildhammer so I can get to, I can finally do it. So we'll go ahead, we'll travel moo out of that. Boo. And then I'm going to go over there. But our thoughts and our prayers were going really hardcore that day. Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 21st, 2013. Sparks, Nevada, 4 total. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. And yeah, Sparks, Nevada, 12-year-old 7th grade student opened fire with a handgun at the basketball courts of Sparks Middle School. Banned sports. Seems to be a common pattern. Injuring 1 student in the shoulder. A teacher and veteran tried to intervene and was taken out by the shooter. They also wounded a student trying to help the teacher. I don't remember if I can have that recipe yet or not. No, I can't. Okay, that's at 250. Whew. What have we got there? Ooh, okay. Oh, well, I've already got better. Okay, so we need... Oh, good job. So let's come down here. Alright, the shooting happened before classes. The shooter took themselves out with a head wound. The shooting happened before class and the school was evacuated and was closed for a week as a result of that. Okay, I'm going up to 4 because I need to start getting caught up. I passed up a 3. When I do, I passed up another 3. A 2, a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1, a 1. It just keeps going and going and going. There were some that were completely prevented and they got a 0, and it was a 0. Sure they didn't gift me with a medium hide. Alright, now let's do the thick leathers. And then let's see what we can make just to get up here. Right. 14, 16, okay. Oh, should I try? I don't know. No, I shouldn't try. I shouldn't try. No, I shouldn't. We'll do another. Well, no. I don't know yet. I don't know. Alright, but let's get through here. Oh, I got one of those too. Ooh, okay. It doesn't help me any, but because when you're in the form, well, no, you do get that, but it's a non-hit you don't get, right? That was it. So we're going through this list. We're giving our thoughts and our prayers big time. And we're hoping that we can make it to 2025 without any more. Didn't win it with that one, did we? May 23rd, 2014, Isla Vista, California. This is the Isla Vista shootings, the 2014. 22-year-old former college student ambushed and stabbed to death his two roommates and their friend in his apartment, attacking each one as they arrived at different times. After the stabbings, he drove around Isla Vista, California, near the campus of the University of California, Santa Barbara, UCSB, indiscriminately shooting at people and using his vehicle to ram others. A high-capacity assault car. He killed 3 more people by gunfire before ending his own with a gunshot to the head. He killed 6 people, all of whom were University of California, Santa Barbara students. And again, I'm now skipping the 3s just to try to get to the current year. Okay? Our thoughts and our prayers are certainly with them as we go. Our thoughts and our prayers were with them, and we were thinking and praying that one of these will never happen again. Well, guess what? Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 24th, 2014, Marysville, Washington. 8 total. 2014 Marysville Pilchuck High School shooting. 15-year-old freshman shot 5 students in the school cafeteria, Marysville Pilchuck High School. 4 fatally before ending his own. An additional 2 were injured, unrelated to the gunfire. We still didn't win it. November 20th, 2014, Tallahassee, Florida. 4 total. 2014 Florida State University shooting. At around 12:40 a.m. Eastern Time, a gunman opened fire in or near the Strozier Library at Florida State University. 3 people suffered gunshot injuries and were taken to a local area hospital. 1 was in critical condition, another was in good condition, and the 3rd was shortly released after treatment. The gunman, later identified, not saying a name, an alumni from the school, started firing toward responding police officers and was fatally shot by them on the steps of the library. Well, it was a college, and we're going to just think and we're going to pray that it doesn't happen in a high school and doesn't meet the arbitrary number. Didn't win it with that one, did we? December 12, 2014, Portland, Oregon, Rosemary Anderson High School shooting. A gunman shot 3 students and a man outside Rosemary Anderson High School in North Portland. A 16-year-old girl was in critical condition, while the others suffered minor injuries. 2 men, aged 18 and 22, were arrested in connection with the shooting. We made it to 2015, by the way. And that's with the new arbitrary point of 4, and I should have done that to begin with. And I wouldn't have been on here for like way more than I should have. But in any event, our thoughts and prayers were with them, and we were praying that another one of these wouldn't happen. Not take action, that would actually do something, constructive. But rather just thinking and praying about it. That seems to be the answer, right? Didn't win it with that one, did we? May 24, 2015, Flint, Michigan, 7 total. In the early morning hours of Memorial Day weekend, a group of people were at Southwestern Classical Academy in the parking lot. Shots rang out and 7 were injured, with 2 men being apprehended and charged. Well, okay, there was one in Oregon a little while back. It was in Portland, Oregon, wasn't it? But man, our thoughts and our prayers went with them, and we hoped and prayed that another one just wouldn't come to Oregon, because, taking action against stuff, man, that is just so hard. It's just absolutely, utterly hard, and didn't win it with that one, did we? October 1st, 2015, Roseburg, Oregon. 19 total. 2015 Umpqua Community College shooting. At around 10:40 a.m. PDT, a gunman later identified as a 26-year-old student opened fire in a hall on the Umpqua Community College campus, killing 8 students and a teacher and injuring 9 others. The gunman later ended his own after engaging with responding police officers in a brief gunfight. And right after that, October 9th, 2015, so let's just say it, didn't win it. Flagstaff, Arizona, 2015 Northern Arizona University shooting. 1 student died and 3 others were wounded in a shooting in Northern Arizona University. It is unclear what sparked the shooting, which took place near Mountain View Hall, a dormitory that houses most of the campus's students involved in Greek organizations. An 18-year-old student was arrested and charged with murder and aggravated assault. It just keeps going. I'm upping the number to 5 now, just to try to make it to 2025 sometime soon, before midnight here. Okay, it's already 23:24. I need to up the ante again. But we are hoping, we are praying. I mean, absolutely, certainly not in the Bible Belt. Certainly not in the Bible Belt should another one of these happen. Let's pray and make sure that doesn't happen. Well, didn't win it with that one, did we? September 28th. Are you sensing a pattern yet? 2016. Townville, South Carolina. The town of Townsville. No, Townville, not Townsville. The Powerpuff Girls didn't save the day then. The 2016 Townville Elementary School shooting. 3 students and a teacher were wounded after a teen opened fire at Townville Elementary School. The perpetrator's father was found dead at his home soon after the shooting. One of the victims, a 6-year-old, 6 years old, died 3 days after the shooting. Our thoughts and our prayers went with them. Certainly not actions. I mean, actually doing something to maybe prevent some of these from happening, you know. There have to be some degree of steps that could be used in order to prevent this from happening, but we're not going to do that. We are just going to give our thoughts and prayers. I pray that I don't have to say that I didn't win it with that one. Right? I would hate to do that. No, it's just going to be 8. Didn't win it with that one, did we? November 14th, 2017. We're getting closer now that I've up to at least 5. Rancho Tehama, California, 24 total. Rancho Tehama shootings. Neighbor on a rampage injured 1 student at Rancho Tehama Elementary School. Why is this normal? And fatally shot 5 adults at several locations. The secretary heard the gunfire near the school. Again, why is this normal at an elementary school? Why? And ordered the school to go on lockdown. After a custodian and the teachers put it into action, a 43-year-old rammed a truck into the gate of the school and fired at the classrooms, hitting 1 student when a bullet pierced the wall. The assailant fatally removed himself from life after sheriff's deputies rammed his vehicle during the pursuit. Well, we gave him our thoughts, we gave him our prayers, and we gave them more thoughts, and we gave them more prayers. I'm hoping our thoughts and our prayers go onward and upward here, and that we don't have another school shooting ever again. Didn't win it with that one, did we? January 23rd, 2018 in Marshall County, Kentucky. The 2018 Marshall County High School shooting. Well, let's just head back. We're just going to do more wolves. A 15-year-old male student shot 16 people in the lobby at Marshall County High School and caused non-gunshot injuries to 4 others. 2 15-year-old students died, one at the scene and other wounds at Vanderbilt Medical Center. Let's just keep going. Your thoughts and prayers didn't work again, okay? February 1st, 2018, Los Angeles, California, 5 total. 2 15-year-old students, a boy and a girl, were shot and injured inside a classroom at San Castro Middle School, which shares a campus with Belmont High School. 3 other people suffered injuries unrelated to gunfire. A 12-year-old girl was arrested and charged with negligent discharge of a firearm. Negligent discharge. How are 12-year-olds getting these? How? In the meantime, I hope our thoughts and our prayers are with this, and we are praying and praying and praying that another gigantic one just doesn't hit the media. Didn't win it with that one. February 14, 2018, Parkland, Florida, 34 total. Parkland High School shooting. A 19-year-old former student whose behavior had led to his expulsion began shooting students and staff members with a semi-automatic rifle at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 people were fatally shot, consisting of 14 students and 3 staff members, and 17 others were injured. The perpetrator shot the students in hallways and classrooms on the 1st and 3rd floor of the complex and blended in with the crowd of fleeing students, and was arrested in a residential area of neighboring Coral Springs after walking away from the school. He was later charged with murder and attempted murder. The perpetrator had sat down at a McDonald's, then went to a nearby Subway. It is the deadliest mass shooting at a high school in U.S. history, surpassing the Columbine High School massacre in April 1999, which again is before here. That was before the arbitrary cutoff point, which was 2000. But in 25 years, within the first 25 years of this century, we've already had a worse one. Our thoughts and our prayers went out. I'm just going to tell you, you didn't win again. May 18, 2018, Santa Fe, Texas, 24 total. 2018 Santa Fe High School shooting. The school was evacuated when fire alarms were pulled at 7:45 a.m. after a gunman opened fire on multiple students and staff with a Remington 870 shotgun and a .38 caliber revolver and shot 23 people, killing 10 and injuring 13 others. The accused shooter was 17 years old, started shooting in the art room, then went through the art hallway. Responding police officers then engaged in a gunfight which lasted for 25 minutes before the shooter was wounded and taken into custody. Multiple IEDs, improvised explosive devices, which is like basically a made-up bomb, pressure cookers, Molotov cocktails, pipe bombs, and propane tanks and other homemade explosives were also found around the school and parking lot. He is currently awaiting trial for capital murder and faces a sentence of up to 40 years in life in prison. We're still not done. I'm sure your thoughts and your prayers have been going and going and going, and hoping that no more of these ever come about. I mean, I know those thoughts and prayers, they just kept on going and going and going. And actually, right now, there's a lot of ones and a few zeros, actually, which means things were prevented. A couple of threes, a two, a 3, a 1. So, you know, but they still kept going. I just don't want to be up until 3 a.m. reading all this out. We're in the 2020s now, okay? We finally made it to the 2020s. And again, the arbitrary cutoff was increased to 5 in order to make it to the current year as quickly as we can. Okay, so we're still at 1s and 0s. A 3 happened, a 1, a 0, 43111 422. Hey, we made it. Yeah. And while we're doing that, hush. Now, we kept praying and thinking, oh, the things you could think. Well, apparently you didn't think hard enough, because didn't win it with that one, did we? October 17th, 2021, in Grambling, Louisiana, 8 total. A gunman opened fire at Grambling State University in the early morning outside a dining hall where students were celebrating homecoming. One person was killed and 7 were wounded. It just keeps going. Again, with the ones and the zeros, it's like looking through binary code, but these were people's lives. The ones were people's lives that were a victim to this. The zeros were ones that were actually prevented. Somehow were prevented. But our thoughts and prayers went out. My prayer right now is for my voice to hold up, because I've been talking a lot with you about this. But your prayers were obviously not to have action and actually do something about it, but actually were just empty, platituded prayers. That's all they were. Because didn't win it with that one, did we? November 30th, 2021, Oxford Township, Michigan. Your prayers aren't working. 11 total. The 2021 Oxford High School shooting, a 15-year-old sophomore was taken into custody. 7 people, including a teacher, were injured and 4 died, all of whom were students. An investigation is ongoing as of December 1st, 2021. Now we're out of 2021 and into 2022. And our thoughts and our prayers went with them. Man, did our thoughts and prayers ever go with them. Right, we didn't want another one of these to happen, but didn't want to take action either. But, our prayers may have done it this time. Oh, our thoughts and our prayers may have done it this time. We have prayed the guns away. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 22nd, 2022, Washington, D.C., 5 total. A resident of an adjacent apartment building fired more than 239 shots indiscriminately toward the Edmund Burke School in the Van Ness neighborhood of Washington, D.C., wounding a 12-year-old, 2 adults in their vehicles, and a school security guard. The shooting took place across the street from the Student Center of the University of the District of Columbia. Multiple law enforcement agencies led an intensive area lockdown for more than 5 hours. That ended after the 23-year-old suspect passed on from a self-inflicted gunshot wound as police breached the apartment door. It was a scary time. Across the street, it happened. Across the street. Man, I am hoping and praying again. My thoughts, my prayers. Oh, they are with them. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, I hope that if another school shooting happens, it's not around me and my children's. Because I don't know, but I swear this is going to be one. I mean, is this seriously how you pray? Because I don't get it. I just don't get it. Do you just hope that it doesn't happen around you and then go on? Like, as if nothing happened? Please tell me. Please tell me. because I am royally confused on what you're really praying for, because it's obviously not for an end to this, or else you would have taken steps to do it, and that would have appeased the Lord your God. But you just offered platitude prayers, so didn't win it with that one, did we? May 24th, 2024, Uvalde, Texas, at Robb Elementary School. Remember that one? An 18-year-old gunman entered his former elementary school and opened fire, killing 21 people, consisting of 19 students and 2 teachers, and wounding 17 others. 40 total. 40 total victims. Earlier that day, he had shot his grandmother at her home, severely wounding her. It is the 3rd deadliest school shooting in U.S. history, behind Columbine and Marjory Stoneman Douglas. The gunman was killed in a shootout with responding police officers. And so we keep thinking and thinking and thinking and praying. We don't want this anymore. We pray to God, hoping that this will finally end. But actions apparently do not speak louder than words. So we continue to chant our prayers in the hope that the Lord thy God hears your request. Didn't win it with that one, did we? Are you sensing a pattern? September 27, 2022, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 5 victims. Following a football scrimmage, band sports, at Roxborough High School, 2 shooters fired at a group of football players from a car, killing a 14-year-old boy and wounding 4 others. Oh, wait, right after that, your prayers didn't even get answered the next day. Didn't win it with that one, did we? September 28, 2022, Oakland, California. 6 victims. 2022 Oakland school shooting, where this Oakland shooter basically said, "Hold my beer." 6 adults were wounded in a shooting at Rudsdale Newcomer High School in a block of East Oakland that houses 4 schools. 1 victim died of his injuries in November 2022. And our thoughts again went up. And our prayers again went up. And we begged the Lord our God to not have this ever happen here in these United States again, but actions that would please the Lord our God. Heavens no. So, didn't win it with that one, did we? October 24th, 2022, St. Louis, Missouri, 10 total victims. 2022 Central Visual and Performing Arts High School shooting. And we'll get that chicken. A 19-year-old man armed with a semi-automatic rifle entered the Central Visual and Performing Arts High School just after 9 a.m. and opened fire. At least 2 people were killed and 7 others were injured. The shooter was killed in an exchange of gunfire with the police. So now the arts aren't even safe. Certainly not going to ban the arts. We can ban sports all we want, because apparently more of these happen over sports than anything else, as you've seen. November 13th, 2022, I'm just going to preemptively buzzer you. Charlottesville, Virginia, 5 total victims. The University of Virginia shooting. A student at the University of Virginia shot several students, killing 3. The gunman was a former member of the university's football team. Banned sports. And several of the victims, including all 3 of the deceased, were current members of the team. Banned sports. If only we could get caught up to the current year Our thoughts and our prayers are with us all as we try to get to the current year, and didn't even win it with that one. Uh-oh. And I don't have a mana pot. Uh-oh. Yeah, I really don't. Okay, there we go. So, November 27, 2022, Tallahassee, Florida, 5 total. 1 person was killed and 4 others were injured when a shooter opened fire in the outdoor basketball court, banned sports of Florida A&M University. It just keeps coming up. We need to ban sports. So, we had our thoughts, we had our prayers, and we kept praying not in my backyard, apparently, because, I mean, again, it's not working. It's obviously not working, because if it did, the Lord thy God would keep us here and not let it happen again. So, didn't win it with that one, did we? March 27th, 2023, Nashville, Tennessee, 8 total victims. If I did skip one, that was over 5. I do apologize. When I do the long one later on AV weekend, this will include them all. The 2023 Covenant School shooting. A shooting occurred at Covenant School in the Green Hills neighborhood. 6 people were killed, consisting of 3 students and 3 staff members, and a police officer was injured by shattered glass. The shooter was killed by 2 responding Metropolitan Nashville Police Department officers. It keeps just going again and again and again and again. I'm just going to preemptively buzzer you. June 6, 2023, Richmond, Virginia, because I don't want to be up all night. 2023 Richmond shooting, 7 people were shot to fatally after a high school graduation ceremony was held on the campus of Virginia Commonwealth University. Our thoughts and our prayers happened again. Choctaw, Oklahoma, August 25th, 2023. 16-year-old Midwest City High School student was killed. 2 people were non-fatally shot, and 2 other students sustained broken bones while fleeing after a fight at a Choctaw High School football game, banned sports, against Del City High School. Now, another preemptive buzzer, October 3rd, 2023, Baltimore, Maryland. I don't think this is their first rodeo either on this one. There were 5 total. 5 people, including 4 students, were shot near Morgan State University shortly after the conclusion of homecoming week. Oh, no, no, those were ones. Okay. Which I know, it's taking a while because I'm not really focused right now. Next one, we're up to 2024 finally, so maybe your thoughts and prayers about getting us to at least 2024 may have been answered. But here we go. January 4, 2024, Perry, Iowa. 9 total. Perry High School shooting. 1 student was killed and 4 other students and 3 staff members were injured. The principal later died of his injuries. The shooter, a 17-year-old student at the school, ended his own. Get back here, you rotten wolf. Gimme. Here we go. Orf. But our thoughts and our prayers got offered again. The Lord thy God I don't know. Because you know what's coming, right? You know the sound effect that is coming. Didn't win it with that one, did we? October 19, 2024, Albany, Georgia, 6 total. We're still in 2024. 6 people were shot during a homecoming celebration at Albany State University. And as we keep going, our thoughts and our prayers just keep getting offered up, right? Are you thoughting and praying really hard right now? November 10, 2024, Tuskegee, Alabama, 17 total victims. Your thoughts and prayers have been useless up to this point. Up to this point. And this is with me even moving the goalposts. Okay, I moved the goalposts on us. It was at 3, then I upped it to 4, and now I've upped it to 5, and I'm still not at the current year. And I've been at this for a stupidly long time. Where enough should be enough. Tuskegee University shooting. 1 person was killed, 16 others were injured after shooting during a homecoming event at Tuskegee University. That's the last one I got to, right? Man, your thoughts and your prayers have been, I guess, just working overtime, asking God not to have it in your backyard. Because this has to be what you're praying for your own safety, and not everybody's safety, and not even trying to follow it up with actions. Just with empty words and empty platitudes. That's all you have done to this date. So, December 26, 2024, Madison, Wisconsin, 10 total victims. Abundant Life Christian School shooting. 1 teacher and 2 students, including the shooter, were killed and 6 others were injured after a shooting at Abundant Life Christian School. And now that we finally made it into 2025, we're not even at the current month yet. Your prayers went unanswered again. Didn't win it with that one, did we? April 17, 2025, Tallahassee, Florida, 9 total victims. 2025 Florida State University shooting. Oh, I almost went into a booby trap there, and I would have been the prime booby. Come here, you. 7 are being treated, and 2 died after the gunman, who is believed to be a current Florida State University student, opened fire in the student union. There was a lot of tense weaving there, and I do apologize over that. But after such a thing, man, oh man, we hoped and we prayed and we thought really hard about this one. We gave them some really good hard thoughts. April 27th, 2025, we're getting closer, Elizabeth City, North Carolina. A shooting occurred during a Yard Fest. What does Yard Fest help? Celebration at Elizabeth City State University. 1 non-student was killed, and 6 people were injured. 4 by gunfire. Come here, you. Now let's get that going. Bear's actually been working really well. I've been a critical hit machine. But we're inching closer. Our thoughts and our prayers are in the current time. And we hope one didn't happen today. Our prayers for safety. Didn't win it with that one today, did we? August 27th, 2025. This is a developing story. Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's the one that's been up there this entire time. 19 total victims. 2 so far no longer alive. Annunciation Catholic Church shooting. A gunman opened fire at Annunciation Catholic School during morning mass. Multiple parents and students were shot. 2 are no longer alive. They are children. And we are supposed to just accept this and move on. And maybe, just maybe, this one time, our thoughts and our prayers might actually work. I mean, you've seen how it's worked so far, right? This time, though, it'll be different. This time it will be different, and this time our prayers will be completely, utterly answered, and everything will be great. Yeah, you ain't gonna win it with that one either. For today's News in Warcraft, this is Nermal. And I wish you safety, but I also wish you a great day and great gaming. And I'm going to do better the next time I'm on Nermal, because I won't be reading things verbatim off of another screen, okay? So have a great day and great gaming. Be safe. Take action. And stop saying mealy-mouthed bunches of words. Good night, everybody.